Happy New Year, folks. It is January 2nd, 2023. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season and all the best to you in this coming year. This is sort of my picking through my feelings on my participation in the Grunt Proof Survival Games that took place in November of 2021.
Concerned about the epidemic of soy boys invading our culture, you will love this series.
The show actually hit the YouTubes at the Grunt Proof channel on, I believe, February or March of 2022. So Randall just announced that he's getting ready to drop in February, on the 5th actually, of this year, Season 2. And so it looks awesome. He's got the trailer up. It's bigger and better than ever before.
2 very boring minutes later.
Get yourself something nice to drink. Get yourself some popcorn or a snack, and let's get into this.
Deep in the Sierra Nevadas,
You're an embarrassment.
2 hardened outdoorsmen will go head-to-head in the first ever survival and evasion competition. Eric, an experienced backpacker and scout leader. And the hunter got inserted right behind him. The race is on, and they're both in it to win. The Sierra Nevadas boast some of America's roughest terrain and harshest weather.
It's true.
After getting
the
settled,
hair.
the contestants are treated to a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner up at my
As you can
family's
see,
place.
that's my normal hair length for 99% of my life. Tried something new during the pandemic.
Now that chow is out of the way, it's time to get down to business. Totally self-sustainable.
Yeah, you need that.
Once all the business is taken care of, we get to hang out with...
Why is it I always got food in my hands? It's because I like to eat. Randall's got his PBR. I got my frickin' piece of pie or food.
Good morning, folks. We are here.
Hey, and by the way, I did help contribute to some of the promotion of this awesome show. I made trailers and all that with some nice music, which I don't know if you've watched the 5 Things About Eric. I do like to play the ukulele. Oodle-lolly, oodle-lolly, golly, what a day.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Now, you guys are probably asking yourself, what in the absolute hell are you doing wearing trucker cap, gray sweatshirt, black pants, short sleeves eventually? What could I say? I'm a backpacker. I'm a hiker. I did not, unfortunately, serve in any of the armed forces. And, you know,
I don't have to crawl through my
part of me wanted to sort of maintain a persona of sorts. You know, I wanted to look like a civilian. Civilians show up in fatigues, so get labeled as a stolen valor guy. Come on. So, hindsight though, I would have taken a long sleeve shirt. Randall offered, but as you can see, I'm a bit of a large guy. Yeah, if I could turn back the time, I would get myself a long sleeve shirt. I'd grab some camo. I'd get some hunting camo or whatever. Or being uncamo, I guess, wasn't so much of a disadvantage for me. The deadfall was so dry, there's just almost virtually impossible not to make a sound. And once I got thick into the manzanita, which you'll see here, Bill couldn't get me. He didn't want to come in after me. And as a hunter, when I got to the hunting position, I was not going in after Bill. I was posted up along the road and listening and looking and searching. The manzanita made this whole trip, a whole event, tough.
And I'm going to find a natural line of drift, something that's going to funnel Eric towards
Well, see, that's the thing. I stayed out of that. I didn't let the land funnel me into anything. I just tried to go right through it like a numbnut. You're supposed to stay off the road. You know, makes sense to just run up the road there. But the support for Hunter will get you. D got dropped in close.
They're both moving pretty quickly. We got a scout vehicle out there assisting the hunter, and yeah, the race is on. I think they're both in it to win it.
I feel like going into this event, my strength as far as, you know, being able to survive was to move as quickly as possible. I am not the fastest backpacker or the fastest hiker, but I certainly am quick enough.
Just trying to.
But you see that sucker over there?
0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds.
I felt like if I could just beeline it to headquarters as quickly as possible. Obviously, not the best strategy.
A lot of times we get caught up in thinking that it's the noise discipline that's going to give us away, but more often than not, it reverts back to that light discipline.
But in this case, Bill, what was it? The light discipline or the sound? I actually got on my belly to get through that section right there. I can remember that. This was another section that was horrible.
Hey du bist in mein Wald. Geht raus. Jetzt. Kommen Sie her.
Dadgummit. I wish my mom had taught me German. Might have come in handy.
Bill gets a 10-minute drone flight. He gets to look over my shoulder and see if he can notice anything.
Being in the bushes is, I think it's really hard to see. At 200 feet high, through 400 feet high, wherever Randall was keeping the drone at. You know, in black pants and gray with a white trucker mesh hat. I just don't think he was going to be able to see at that height. I'm huddled under a massive briar patch, whatever. I think it's manzanitas. It's definitely manzanitas right here, but I'm not an expert here, but I just suspect it would be very hard for anyone to see me. Out in the clearing right there, you'd be able to see me. It's just behind this pine tree on the left.
I fly figure eights and circles, and I go investigate any area Bill asked me to, but at least on this round, he has no luck with the drone.
He needs to avoid these roads.
Randall was pretty clear about if you were on the road, they would know, because as if you've watched the series, if you haven't, they had little tracking beacons on us so that they could keep track of us to help sort of, you know, for safety for sure, unless you dropped it and lost it. Which I did not do.
I lost my best friend.
I'm sorry, don't leave me. I want you here with me.
Heading out for the first survivor supply drop.
All right, 30 minutes or less, or it's free, right? HQ, this is Survivor. Any chance I can get myself a Hawaiian pizza with extra bacon on that?
Dude, like I said, food always on the mind. Anyone who says pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, I don't know you. Believe it or not, I came into the game with my nice Oakley Holbrooks, which I didn't wear at all. Again, I was trying to go with the shtick. I'm the backpacker. This is Eric from Coleman Outdoors. But then I realized, yeah, why did I bring these? So I gave them to Randall, and he carted them back for me.
Comes bearing gifts. Hopefully it's that pizza I ordered. It's probably like a Tootsie Roll or something. Not seen a soul. Just heard them. All right. Pure protein. I'm loving it.
So after about 4 hours and 1,000 calories burned, all Eric got was a measly 30 gram of protein power bar.
It's all good though, because I stored up for the games.
Eric's biggest challenge now is the terrain. If you don't know what manzanitas are, they can be just as bad and in some cases worse than briar patches or sticker brushes.
Gloves, long sleeve shirt.
Have to push you west. Hug a little bit southwest and head that way.
Yeah, I copy that.
kind of about the way I made my way up here, so.
He's going back down.
He's going back down.
Dude, that was
Yeah,
so
I hate to do that to
demoralizing.
you, but if you head north, we get you busted, and east is a little too tough. That means, unfortunately for Eric, he's going to have to go right back down a steep incline that he just spent an hour going up. And he's going to have to find his way back through some of the rough manzanitas.
Alright, that's great. Oh, man.
And now you're about to go back to third.
That's pretty thick. Let's see what we got. Let's climb up on this stump here. Hopefully it doesn't break on me.
That was part of the problem. You'd head for what was a clearing. You'd get to it. You'd crawl your way through. You'd think you were getting to where it was going to open up again. And it was just a tiny little opening. And then you'd have to try and climb your way through some more. Climb up on a fallen tree. It really was crap.
With no luck busting through, Eric decides to head back down the spur he had been fighting with for the last 2 hours. The skills chosen for this game are build a shelter and a fire in under 10 minutes.
I'd never used the Bigfoot Bushcraft fire starter, so I was cutting on it with the knife. Come to find out, those little waxy, I would assume they're dental pillows, just sort of munched together and soft open up that waxy cotton, and they're fantastic.
To avoid setting up the survivor for failure, we have called for an admin halt for them to complete this task and also give the survivor some chow. He's been handed a randomly picked and field stripped MRE. Whatever he gets, and it's up to him if he wants to eat it or not.
Where are the turtles?
Ice cold. Something that can last 25 years and taste that good.
Again with me and food. Always got the food.
Now Eric needs to decide on his next course of action.
I'd like to take a nap.
I was tired. Honestly tired. I could have kept going, but the mental fatigue was worse than the physical fatigue because I walked up that spur and worked my way through brush and then had to come right back out. But this little campsite will forever be named Camp Coleman, so good. Worked out for the best.
And my little fire there, kind of off the side of the road. My hope now, Bill, is going to come and try and search me out.
You know, my plan, was it sound? Probably not. Hindsight, I probably should have moved a little bit quicker. I don't know, try to take advantage of the road a little bit. I think for the most part, Bill knew where I was at. I knew that he knew where I was at. They do give you some intel. Your support gives you some intel as well. You know, just wasn't sure what to do. Yeah, let's see how the rest of this goes.
That we're in right now, Eric still has to move to the northeast, and depending on what kind of perks he may have been given, he's either held up for the night, or with this amount of time, he could be long gone. So again, it's a gamble.
Yeah, I should have been moving like mad up the road or something, or along the side.
Bill is down there. Now I see him looking through the forest. He is out there looking for me. He is down there. They're really out there, searching hard for me. They know I'm in the area. I don't know what I can do other than just lie here like a slug.
What movie is that a reference to? Come on, put it in the comments.
You can just give up and come and drink beer and sit around a fire with us. All you gotta do is come to the megaphone or the light. It really doesn't matter which one.
Jeff would have been it would have been more effective if he offered up chocolate cake and a Dr. Pepper.
Look at the stars and enjoy this piece. Because I'm not sure what to do next, to be completely honest. I think I kind of locked myself in here.
Yeah, with it being so dark, you could really hurt yourself too if you're moving too quick through there. And it was kind of a flight mode at that point, but I didn't want to run.
For now, staying put is the only option Eric has.
My thinking at the time was, though, too, yeah, I don't want him to run up and catch me, but maybe he'd overlook me.
He couldn't see me.
Bill is implementing a methodical and proven method to find Eric. He's using S patterns and 360 circles and slowly working his way out from Eric's campsite. So unless Eric does make a run for it, Bill will eventually walk right onto him. It's about 8 hours into the first game, and Bill is right on top of Eric.
Sneak up on the wounded creature, waiting. I was torn in this very moment here because I wanted to jump up and scare him or something.
Just about 8 hours and 40 minutes, Eric has been captured. Both contestants have done an amazing job.
I'm tired.
I bet. That was great.
Yeah, it was fun. What a good day.
That was. Awesome, man.
I don't mind getting caught, especially if that means I get to go sleep in a sleeping bag.
Were you sleeping?
I don't know. Was I sleeping? No.
No?
I've been watching you guys this whole time, and I'm just like, do I run?
I think you did right.
I'm like, I just got to stay quiet.
It was a good event. So here's what we're going to do, folks. I'm going to give you my final wrap up here on the show. And you're just going to have to go watch the 2 episodes of me hunting Bill. And if you've watched it before, go watch it again. What I might do differently if I did this again. Definitely change the clothing. A long sleeve shirt would have made it a little bit more comfortable when going through stuff. The second thing I would have done was to sort of take a moment, take my time. 24 hours is a long time. My attack was make it there quickly as I can.
Rest, maybe even nap some, I don't know.
All right, folks, that is it. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a blast, kind of going through it again. Like I said, I really enjoy watching this show. I've watched it a bunch of times, like I said. And I think you'll enjoy it if you've never watched it. And if you have watched it, go through it again. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to get you pumped up for Season 2, Episode 1 of the SERE Challenge starring Brent, Jared, Bill's back. Randall will be there. And I'll be there in the comments. In the meantime, go and check out some more of my videos. Got a lot of great stuff. Promise to entertain, make you smile, maybe even cry. Give me some likes. I'm lonely. I need some validation. The likes and the comments is the only thing in my life that gives me purpose. See you later, guys. Take it easy.
It's an advanced sense of humor. I don't expect everybody to understand.
There's a bad mood on the rise.